Well, hello. I want to show you how to make a sneeze guard for desks that the cost is, I've gotten it down to under $4 for each one. And what you do is you take a 10-foot piece of half-inch PVC pipe. It sells for under $2 most places. I got mine at Home Depot for around that. And then you take that PVC pipe and you simply cut it into 2-foot sections. Don't worry about measure. I mean, yeah, you measure, but you just 2-foot sections. There's nothing complicated about this. So I have now 3 2-foot sections. And what you do is you buy a simple PVC pipe fitting. Make sure there's no threads on the inside. They have another one that interfaces with a pipe, but if you buy the plain PVC elbow, 25 cents, you add it one end on the pipe, take your second section, put it in like that, take your another elbow and put it in like that, and your last section you put it in the other side. So what you have now is a frame. Now what I like to do is I like to take the PVC pipe cement that is right there with the PVC pipe and just take the PVC pipe cement and just put a little bit on the inside of these. We're not worried about watertight or anything, so you just put enough in to make it stick, and that way the thing will not come apart. For the bottom, what I do is take a PVC T. These are a little more expensive, 58 cents. Put the T on. Now this I don't like to glue on because it allows you, when you put the T on, if you don't glue it, it allows you to make some adjustments, okay, so that you can move it around a little bit. So the other end gets a PVC T, and that is your frame, okay? It's going to stand on the desk. Well, of course it's not going to stand up unless you put something in here. So take one of those 2-foot sections and cut it in half to a 1-foot section, or some of them, most of them will stand even with a 6-inch section. So you can cut it in half and in half again and simply put the pieces into the T. And so now on both sides, so now the frame will stand on the desk. Now what do I do to get the window? Well, I like to use a piece of clear plastic. Now you can get the very clear plastic, or you can get the easier to find polyplastic, polyethylene plastic, and you just simply spray the end. So what I do is I take a can of the spray adhesive that you can get. I get all this stuff at Home Depot, and you just go down the side, down the other side. And then you take your plastic that you've cut and you simply, now how wide do you cut it? Well, cut it a little wider than 2 feet. If you buy the right plastic, it's 2 feet high. So you can buy it a little, or cut it a little wider than 2 feet, put it up against your pipe, and Just press a little bit and it stays down the other side. Don't worry too much about, oh my goodness, it stuck. You can just pull it up again and put it down in the right place. Doesn't have to be perfect, but there you have it for under $4. Okay? Where do I get the plastic? Well, you can buy the almost clear plastic at Home Depot. You can't get the polypropylene, which is the absolutely clear plastic that I like to use. That I get at Uline, and it comes in 100-foot rolls. A 100-foot roll is enough to do about 40 or 50 of these things. So that's all it takes to make a sneeze guard that will fit on a standard size table. So this is the completed PVC pipe, and all you do is take your spray adhesive and take the pre-cut, I like to use polypropylene plastic, but you can also use the polyethylene, and just put it along here and then down the side. If this is laying down, it's pretty straightforward to just put the piece along the top. Don't worry too much about the sides. Lift it up, pull it down, and just run your hands down the side. So that's the completed for under $4. To make it a little bit stronger, what I have done is along the bottom of the plastic, just take a piece of the standard clear packing tape and just run it along the bottom. It makes it much stronger. It looks flimsy, but we haven't had any problem using it. Now, if that's not quite enough for you, you can always add, and again, everything was cut into 2-foot sections, and then we took one 2-foot section and cut it in half, and now we have a side that you can put on with, instead of the elbows, you use a T, you use the, it's called a Y, the 3 connection. A little more expensive, 75 cents. So you'll take your price of this assembly, that will go up to under $8, probably about $6. Much better than what you see in the catalogs. And this will sit and actually give you a wraparound sneeze guard. Same thing. And along the sides, and you just take the pre-cut plastic. Now, normally I cut mine to 2 feet plus 3 inches, 2 or 3 inches on either side. This one you'll cut to 2 feet plus another foot, and 2 feet, 3 feet, 4 feet with a little bit extra overlap. And it's the same thing. You start on the front, put it down the side, wrap it around across the front, down the side. It doesn't matter if there's a couple of little folds or wrinkles in it. It still functions quite well, and you can make it about as neat as you want.